Welcome back to another episode of Interesting True Crime Stories. I'm your host, Ball, and today we'll be covering a Virginia teacher who thought she was unalived by a 6-year-old student. It's crazy, man. It's like this world. Of course, I'm gonna give my opinion and what I feel about this topic because it's so much going on in these schools. All right. Before we get started, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video so we can keep our people aware of all the madness that's going on in this world. All right. Without further ado, let's go to work. Virginia teacher shot by 6-year-old student thought she was dead as body cam footage emerges. A Virginia elementary school teacher who was shot by a 6-year-old student recounted to jurors that she thought she was dead as newly released police body cam footage captured the chaos that followed the 2023 classroom shooting. On the witness stand Thursday, Abby Zwerner, then 25, described how an ordinary school day became a life or death struggle when her first grade student opened fire with a 9mm handgun. The bullet passed through her left arm and remained in her chest where it narrowly missed her heart. That's crazy. Last thing I remember at school, I thought I was dying. I thought I had died. I thought I was either on the way to heaven or in heaven, Zwerner told the court. Then it all went black. So then I thought I wasn't going there. Zwerner has filed a $40 million lawsuit against former school administration Ebony Parker, alleging gross negligence for failing to act on multiple warnings that the child may have brought a gun to school. So let me get this straight. We're going to carry on. According to the complaint, several colleagues, including the guidance counselor, music teacher, and reading specialist, had all raised alarms about the boy before the shooting occurred. Two teachers, I should say Virginia school ignored warning before a 6-year-old shot educator. Zwerner also recalled the chilling moment she locked eyes with the boy just before the gun went off. It was a blank look, she said, but it wasn't a blank look at all. It was a blank look, she said, but it wasn't a blank look at all. That sounds crazy. Now, nearly 2 years later, Zwerner says she still struggled with simple physical tasks. Over lunch with her attorney, she remembered trying to open a small bag of potato chips, tugging at it for several angles before giving up. I eventually asked you to open it. She said her lawyer on the stand, it was the same thing with water bottles. The psychological wounds, she added, have proved just as lasting. Zwerner described breaking down one morning when she realized her plan to see Hamilton, only to remember the Broadway musical featured scenes of dueling. Since the shooting, Zwerner has stepped away from teaching and has graduated from cosmetology school. She hopes to pursue a career in beauty. This week, jurors reviewed police body cam footage, like I showed you guys, showing in the first officers arriving at the elementary school moments after the shooting. The video captured paramedics working to save Zwerner's life on the scene. In the recordings, an officer can be heard calling for medics as Zwerner struggles to breathe. You're going to be okay, a medic is heard telling Zwerner. The educator who appeared pale in the body camera footage with the pain expression on her face is seen carried out on a stretcher, as I seen you guys. Attorneys for the Newport News School District have argued that the shooting was an unforeseeable act by a child too young to fully understand or anticipate it. They also contended that Parker and other staff followed reasonable procedures that day. Whew. Parker faces a separate criminal trial next month on 8 counts of felony child neglect, one for each of the 8 bullets that endangered all the students in Zwerner's classroom, prosecutors said. The mother of the boy who shot Zwerner, Deja Taylor, was sentenced to 2 years in prison for felony neglect and weapons charges. So they just really bamming everybody out. That's crazy. All right.
What's your name?
Abby Zwerner.
How old are you?
25.
25. You have a history?
This is Abby.
Hey, so we're going to pick you up on camera and get you on the stretcher?
I thought I had died. I thought I was either on my way to heaven or in heaven. The best I can explain it, it's like I still feel connected and close, but it's also that feeling of distance, a little numbness, and it's like I know I trust the person I'm with. You know, I love them, I know them, but there's something that's just different. I can't necessarily put it into words. Yes.
You had some children in your class with behavioral issues, is that correct?
I faintly remember.
And when you were dealing with student misbehavior, you would start by talking with the student, is that correct?
Most likely, yes.
And if you needed help, you would ask for guidance or coworkers or administrators to help, is that correct?
Yes.
You would go to Dr. Parker at times, correct?
At times.
You would email her, true?
Yes.
You'd walk in her office.
Yes.
And if necessary, we'd get the guidance counselor to take the student to Dr. Parker's office.
At times.
Let's get this straight. A 6-year-old brings a gun to school. All right. Now, all right, negligence on a parent for not properly storing it. I can understand that because things can. I know of situations to where kids found guns and were playing with guns, and it didn't turn out so good. So I can understand that. But the thing that get me now, I was stationed in Virginia, and I even had a couple of dealings with people in Newport News. Like I know how that like they don't Newport News, they call it bad news, like for a reason. Like that is a rough city. You know what I'm saying? That's up there in Virginia. And for our kids, it's starting from, a 6-year-old, do they know? I don't think your brain is come on, man, a 6-year-old, man. What do you think your brain at, man? It's on video games, candy, and thinking of how you can get out of stuff, get out of trouble and stuff like that. So we have to be careful of one, what we let our kids watch because their brain not developed. Their brain can be actually shaped by video games. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is this, like, okay, he brought it to school, like, but where did he learn was it loaded already? Where did he learn to load it at? Where he know to cock it at? Did he know if it was on safety or on off safety? Like, I'm not finna, I'm not finna be, I'm not finna go into the point to where like I think that a parent show a 6-year-old how to operate a gun. I don't until I see the story or somebody has some proof like that. I seriously doubt there are people like that who are willing to show 6-year-olds how to protect themselves with a gun. I doubt that, but I won't put it past nobody because this is a crazy world. So, but as far as that, I'm glad to ask the teacher who made it. And like when we haven't been safe in schools for a while. Like kids, and now it's to the point where like not only are people more concerned about the outsiders that's coming into the school, they got to be more concerned about the people who's in school, like like the students and stuff like that. So, you know, uh, at 6 year old, I pray for you, brother. I pray for your parents. I'm not making excuses or justifying anything for a 6-year-old, but I know that area conditions like in Newport News, that's kind of like a poverty-stricken area, So, but that gives no excuse for a 6-year-old to be taking a loaded gun to school and pointing and shooting at a teacher. And the lady said she thought she was unalive, And as I showed y'all as I showed y'all in the video clipping, like, you know, uh, it could have been really scary, man. It could have been really scary, man. So, in this case, I hope the lady get everything she deserved, every penny she deserved, because they actually, they was warned, according to reports, that school, like other teachers, other personnel in the school, they warned the principal or whoever the head person was, that was ready to whoever she was. I know she must have some rank because everybody was telling them about it. So be careful in these schools, man. And if and to all the parents out there who have weapons, probably store them at home and make sure if you got younger kids that because it's no way to hide it. If kids got a phone, they can learn whatever they need to learn on the phone. You know what I'm saying? But as far as parents, like just be extra careful on securing those types of weapons and things like that. All right, well, leave your comments. I mean, yeah, leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this topic, man. All right, thank you.